Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you a bunch of supplements, 5 or 6 supplements which I use, which you probably don't have. Okay, first one I would say, something which I've only recently come across is the coconut oil. This is just pure fat, used for sticking in your coffee, which may sound really weird, or frying your burgers with, which also people might think, frying, that's terrible, with full fat. Why on earth would you use this? Well, the reason is because it's mostly medium chain triglycerides, which are these awesome things which there's more information than what I can say here, but check out coconut oil benefits. Just Google that and you'll see that coconut oil is proving to be very, very good. High in fat, high in calories, but potentially making you burn more fat, using it as energy instead of storing it as fat, and just generally being awesome for lots of other things. Now, another thing I have is this stuff, Extend. This is something I would have before I go to the gym. It's an amino acid stuff. So if you're fasting and you're worried about muscle catabolism and all that stuff, then having these branched chain amino acids, these essential amino acids which are in this, can definitely make sure that you're not going to be losing any muscle tissue if that ever really happens. Okay, another thing which you probably don't have is Stevia. Stevia is a sugar sweetener which I use, however it's a natural sweetener, so unlike something like this stuff, which is like this powdered fake sweetener which is aspartame and acetylene K, whatever that is, and has a source of phenylalanine, or whatever it is. That's just pretty much all chemicals and crap. This stuff, although has been processed and has potentially got like chlorine and stuff in it that some people will moan about, is much more natural. It's pretty much made from something, the stevia leaf. And although it's made out of carbohydrates, the carbohydrates aren't digested by the human body, or is not in the part of our digestive tract. And although it'll make your stuff taste sweet, you won't get the calories from it or the insulin spike from it. So I would say Stevia, this one is Truvia, which is obviously the brand name, is my sweetener of choice. And it also has that grainy feeling, unlike what you get with normal kind of powdery sweeteners, that makes it feel more like normal sugar. Another favourite of mine, which pretty much anybody who's ever read the book Born to Run, anybody that's done barefoot running, all that kind of crap, everyone will go on about chia seeds. Chia seeds are these tiny little, they look like poppy seeds, little black stuff. I'll show you inside. If you can see there, that's kind of what it looks like. And whenever you stick it in water, they kind of swell up and become this gloop. So they're quite good for hydration because they're kind of like a gel after a while. But also they've got like the perfect omega-3 to omega-6 to omega-9 ratio inside them, and they're just generally meant to be very, very good for you. So another high fat kind of thing, these things, chia seeds. Now, I'm a big fan of my chocolate. I've got very much a sweet tooth. However, I've gone off the idea of hot chocolate, and now I'm just adding cocoa to my certain drinks, either my milk or my protein shakes or all that kind of stuff, because this is so much better than actual chocolate milkshakes. What do you call it? Hot chocolate powder. Because in cocoa you've actually got proper amounts of protein, carbohydrates, which aren't sugars. I'll just give you a little guide here. So 100 grams of this, 24 grams of protein, only 10 grams of carbs, of which are sugars, nothing. Fat, 21 grams. So again, high fat, high protein stuff. However, you're only ever having like half or quarter teaspoon of this stuff. So it's not like, oh my god, this is going to be my protein powder stuff. No, but it is just a much better alternative to hot chocolate powder. And if you want to have it with sweeter, make it a little bit sweeter, then have it with some stevia. Another thing, now this is an expensive thing, and whenever you buy it, like, what the hell, I paid that much for this little thing. This is about £10, or 10 or 11 or 12 pounds, I can't remember. And this is matcha. Now matcha is promoted as having 137 times the antioxidants of just normal green tea, so that's pretty badass. But that is pretty much because it just is like powdered green tea, and it is super powerful stuff. I love the websites, or I love the kind of things that are saying trying out matcha, is that you've really got to slowly wean yourself into it because it's so powerful. And effectively it is just powdered down green tea, and it tastes, or I think it smells of fish. I don't think it smells that great. But if you mix it with milk and add a little bit of stevia or sugar, then I think it tastes absolutely fine. They say don't drink it with just water on its own because it's just rank that way, but definitely have it with milk, or in my case I have it with coconut milk. So yes, I would have coconut milk with my stuff. Now another one which you might have but you don't use is honey. Again, if you're looking for a sweetener, like once I've broken my fast and I'm properly eating and all that kind of stuff, honey, again, has had a lot of kind of benefits way and above what refined sugar has. Especially if you get ones with, this one's actually got the honeycomb inside the jar, so you're like, yeah, that must be real. You can, like, a lot of the times there is fake honey, like artificially processed honey. I don't quite know how you can differentiate the difference, but I always think if it's got the honeycomb in it, it must be pretty good. So I would use that as my natural sweetener, but that's really only after I've broken my fast. And the one thing which we all should have is piles of vitamin C. Now, although this is like what do you call it, an effervescent one, and it's got 1,200 times the amount of vitamin C that you need every day, I'll still happily take one of these every day, no problem. And vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin, so that if you have too much of it, your body's like, no, too much, you'll just pee it out and you have no real weird side effects from it. So there you go, that's just some of the, that is the supplements which I take just now as things to kind of help me stay energetic, relieve me of kind of muscular pain, get rid of antioxidants, no, not get rid of antioxidants, oxidize, free radicals, all that kind of stuff. Giving me sweetness in my stuff without giving me the calories, but at the same time without giving me the bad stuff in the sweeteners. So there you go, hope that helps. Cheers, bye bye.